brand new Volkswagen Touareg. So here it is, the third generation of Touareg. The most advanced car the Volkswagen ever built. It's bigger but also lighter. 106 kilos lighter than the previous generation thanks to the extensive use of aluminium. This car sits on the MLB platform, which is the same one as the Audi Q7 and Bentley Bentayga. Car is packed with technology and advanced safety systems and crazy screens inside and stuff like that. But the first thing, we'll start with the exterior. Bigger than the previous generation, it is around 8 centimeters longer and 4.5 centimeters wider. It's also slightly lower, which makes it look more aggressive and stylish if you ask me. Now let's go to the front. Here we have a massive chrome grille, Volkswagen badge of course, and the matrix LED lights, which look very cool, and they are sort of connected to this grille. This model sits on 20-inch wheels. And let us now move on. The back looks similar, I might say, to the previous generations, but you do have these new LED lights and big Touareg badge. But great thing about this is here, look at this. The trunk, do you know the size? 810 liters. That's crazy, that's really a lot. And that's 113 liters more than the previous generation. You have here controls of the air suspension, so you can lower the car, and here you put it back to normal mode. This makes your life easier because you can fit your luggage much more easily. Okay, let's close it now. And let's do inspection of the exhausts. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but they're actually not fake. This chrome part is a bit too big. Of course, that's not the real exhaust, but the real exhaust is there. It's not like on the Audi, let's say Q8, which doesn't have the exhaust. So that's interesting thing to see that Touareg, which is cheaper, has the exhaust. So thumbs up for that. And now that we've seen the exterior, let us move on to the interior, which is pretty impressive. But first I just want to show you one detail. So look at the doors. They go all the way down here. And do you know the reason? Well, Volkswagen says that one of the reasons is that you don't get this part dirty. Especially, I don't know if you have that experience, but sometimes when I wash my car, I always find this part dirty after the washing because there's a lot of water here and stuff like that. But with this, you see, you can't get water here, so that's a cool thing, I think. But yeah, let's move on inside. Okay, so here it is. Look at this. I'm gonna close the door. So this is the interior of the brand new Volkswagen Touareg. It's crazy. You have the two screens. First one is 12-inch digital cockpit, and on this button you can choose different views, just like on the Audi models. And look, you have the navigation, the audio, the telephone, the status of the vehicle, stuff like that. If you put this, I think it will even turn on the cameras. Yeah, of course, those are the cameras. You have a lot of things here, a lot of options. As you may know, I prefer this one. So you have the map and the digital cockpit here. But this is the main screen, and it's crazy because it's 15-inch wide. So 15-inch, that's like a laptop. That's crazy. But yeah, you have this sliding menu here. You can control different settings such as radio, telephone, medias, vehicle. Let's put the vehicle. You have some status of the vehicle, things like that. Then you have, of course, navigation, which on this screen looks really impressive because look how big it is. That's crazy. Let's go back to, you have the pictures here. Sound, you can adjust, of course, the sound and stuff like that. But yeah, that's crazy, like this screen. But I want to know your opinion on this screen. Is it too big? Would you be distracted by it while driving, or you think it's cool? I think it's cool. So the AC, you control it here. They don't have the normal buttons, as that's the new trend in the car industry. So, but let's now, of course, you can go intensity here, and you also have these, so you can turn it down, let's say like this. But yeah, if we press this button, then we have the seat settings such as this. So if I do this, I don't know if you can see it, but it actually extends. That's cool. Also, I can adjust some things like the heating of the seats, and also you can synchronize the passenger seat with this one. But yeah, pretty cool. Let's say we'll put it to navigation. Now, pretty much all of it you control it here, but you do have some buttons here, such as the button for the different driving modes, and you will see it here on the screen. You have the Eco, the Sport, the Comfort Normal, Individual, and Off-Road and Snow. So a lot of options. If we put it in Individual, I think you can control a lot of different features on it, so that is cool. And here also we have, since the car has the air suspension, I can lift it up or down with this switch. This is the key. It's actually, in this case, so you can't see it, but it's actually a new key, brand new key. You don't see it on the other models from the Volkswagen group, so that's a cool feature. Have a cup holders here, store department, nice gear lever. Materials are really good. One thing I would say that bothers me is the steering wheel. It looks too similar to the other models of the brand. I think it should have a different steering wheel, but that's just me, hey. You have this trim wood in this package that we are sitting in now, but it can also be, I think, piano black and aluminum. What else? We have these air vents here. You have the SD card, you can put it here. Then let's open this. This is the central console, and there's not much space here, I must say, but there is a USB port, so that's cool. So one cool thing, if you want, let's say, to move some features here, you move it with one finger. If you want to move between menus, you do it with two fingers, you see, so navigation and stuff like that. But yeah, car is pretty cool. Look at this. You also change this, so you have the things about your car here, but if you hold it for longer, then you will get some other features here, such as the traffic, the status of the vehicle, the driving information, and off-road settings. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, well, that was it, the interior. I think I showed you pretty much all of it. So overall, this is a great place to be, but let's see how is it on the back. Let's see if we have enough space. I do believe we have, but we should try and see if that's true. Okay, so let me show you the back here. Of course, with this switch, you can easily do this, and then you have a lot of space. But let's now put it back on. Like this. So let us jump in. So let's see it. I'm 1.86 m, and I adjusted the front seat for my dimension, for me. And look, I have plenty of space. And not just for the legs, but also for my head. So you'll have no problem sitting here. The only problem that you could face is this. The third person, well, he would have to put his legs here or here while driving, but there's plenty of space, so that shouldn't be a problem. You also have the AC here and a nice view of the Innovision digital cockpit. So let's talk about the engines. There is a diesel option of 281 horsepower, which is this one. Then you'll have also a 231, that's the less powerful version. And also, if you want a proper power, a real fast car, then you'll have to wait for the V8 diesel version, which will come next year. There will also be one petrol engine, and it will have a 340 horsepower also next year. And there'll probably be a plug-in hybrid version, I think, because of course manufacturers have to adjust to the future, of course. But yeah.